What is going on, YouTube? Hope everyone's doing well. Coming to you from this garage from this week 5 review. Crazy that it's already week 5, so we got 7 weeks to go in the 12-week challenge. Right off the bat, I think this was the best week we've had so far, which is great. I want to be hitting my stride kind of in the middle, carrying us through to the end. Probably could have started off a little bit stronger, but we're gaining momentum, we're making progress. And this week was definitely an improvement over last week. I think last week I gave myself a B minus, maybe even a C. This week we're definitely going to give ourselves a B plus, A minus, which I think is the best grade we've had so far. I mean, off the top of my head, we had one bad day training wise, and then we had 5 days of great training that it felt like. So I'll take that all the time. That's just the power of momentum in itself, and what I'm trying to build here with the compound effect, stacking the small wins, all that jazz, is that even when I have bad days, they're either minimized, damage is minimized, or the amount of bad days is less. So the week before, I think we had two and a half bad days. This week we had one, even it was more just like a morning. We rebounded that afternoon. So I'm feeling pretty good. And I didn't capture it this morning, but I weighed in at 193.6, or 193.8, excuse me. And would have been awesome. Plan got away today. Wound up going to lunch with the fiance. So I don't think I'm going to drop any weight today. We went to a Mexican restaurant and I enjoyed it. And it's Super Bowl Sunday, so probably going to eat some bad food later. But the lowest I've been in a year was 193.4. So we were right there. Gives me hope that if I just get back on track tomorrow, we're going to break that low this week, which would be so awesome to get below 190 again. So yeah, super pumped for that. Finally making weight progress, all that kind of stuff. So we read every day, we journaled and reviewed every day, we published videos every day but one, so super pumped on all that kind of stuff, and there's plenty of room to grow. So speaking of that, growing, squat strength going up, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about today, and the upcoming change to my squat protocol. So y'all see me squat through bands pretty much every day. These are the bands that are used. So these are the red mini bands that we use pretty regularly. These are the black monster mini bands, so it's a step up from the red band there. And then these are the micro mini bands. So if I edited everything properly, you'll see several videos of me missing squats at the beginning of this. So hopefully I was successful in that. But anyone that's been tuning in has noticed that I've been missing a lot of squats. It's just not going up squat strength wise, so I think I'm going to make some changes. And feel free to let me know if you disagree or you think I'm taking the easy way out, because I have really thought about this quite a bit and I've had those very questions myself. So the program that I'll follow, Get Stacked by Corey G, they band wave. So they'll take, it might be a red, it might be a black Monster Mini. They're going to, week 1 have 1 band, then week 2, 2 bands, 3 bands, 4 bands, or they are super strong dudes, way stronger than me, so they band wave. I don't think I could, I've never tried it, but I don't think I could squat through 3 bands. I, can get through 2 bands now, and that took a lot of work. And so that's where I think I need to change some stuff up, right? So when I squat through 2 bands, like say the first 4 weeks of this cycle or the first 3 weeks of this cycle, the weeks after when I squat through 2 bands, I feel so tired, I feel so beat up. And that entire week, training is just hard. So I want to band wave, I want to keep progressing, and I'm thinking maybe I'm just not strong enough to consistently go through 2 bands. So that's where these little micro mini bands come in. So I had the idea of, well, you're kind of weak, so maybe use a smaller band. That's what I'm gonna do. Instead of trying to band wave, now I can't do the 4 bands, so what I would do is do like no weight, 1 band, or no band, 1 band, 2 bands, no band. Well, what I want to try and do is just use the Monster Minis here as my base, because I feel pretty okay going through 1 band, not too much of a problem, and band wave with these and use more bar weight. So I can probably do at least 2 of these attached, maybe 3. So I want to try that for this next cycle and see how it goes. So we went through 1 Monster Mini, doubled up last week, and so this week I'm going to add 1 of these, and we're going to keep progressing. So maybe just the bar weight, because when I was thinking back to my original squatting every day journey and stuff, not the one that y'all saw before, I've done this several times, I would never use the bands because that power rack you see me squatting on, it was not operational at the gym. So I had no real way to attach the bands, and the other rack that you might see me squat on every now and then, it's on the very far end of the facility, so I'm not carrying the 130, 140 pound dumbbells from one side to the other every day. So I had racked them around that rack before, so yeah. I would always use bar weight most likely, and I seem to maybe respond to that better rather than bands. So that's what I'm gonna try this cycle. It's probably really not a big deal, but it feels like a big deal, big deal to me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm not pleased with my squat progression really, so we're gonna mess around with the micro mini bands and all that kind of stuff. So that's the new change in the squat progression. I'll probably change some of the squat variations I do, like bring back 3-second pause, all that kind of stuff. So really enjoyed that. And got a fresh pack of bands here from West Side Barbell. So bought these the other week. They've been sitting here for this week in this video. So not sure if I'm gonna open up the fresh pair of Monster Minis for starting it this week, just because these are still pretty good. The tension doesn't feel too bad in them. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's kind of like a science experiment thing anyways. So as long as I'm pushing, as long as I'm doing intense training, bar weight versus band weight, you know, the point is we're trying to move the needle and get better. So something I've wanted to try. Let me know what you think about it, all that kind of stuff. If you've messed with bands, if I'm way off the mark, if I'm about to waste the next 3 weeks of my life, all that kind of stuff, I'll be really curious to know if I'm taking the easy way out, since these are micro minis and whatever. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to try it, something different anyways. So hopefully I'll be able to keep pushing, keep recovering. It's just the strain on those 2 bands is, you know, but yeah, feels a little too intense for me. Not intense, but you know what I mean? It's just, maybe I'm not eating enough. Who knows? So many factors, but hey, you know, if at the end of this week, you know, when I try and go for a 210 front squat, I get it, I'll be happy with that. So that's what it's about, finding ways to keep progressing no matter what it is. So don't be afraid to try something new. You know your body better than you do. Or you know the body the best that you do, most likely, or however. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm fumbling my words there. So just feels like the 2 bands is a little too much for me. So yeah, gonna back it or try something different. So anyways, I'll leave y'all with that thought. Hope y'all get a small win today. Hope you get 1% better. Thank y'all so much for the support. We crossed the 20 subscriber mark. We're at 22 now. I'm pumped on that. On to 25. So anyways, hope you're all doing well, and I will see y'all next time.